When the world was closing its doors, one city remained open: Shanghai. During the Second World War, hundreds of thousands of Jews, families, children, elders, tried to escape Nazi-occupied Europe with nowhere left to go. At the Évian Conference of 1938, nation after nation turned them away. But Shanghai did not. No visas were required, no questions asked. For thousands, this city was not a destination, it was survival. They would later call it the miracle of Shanghai. The miracle was fragile. When Japan occupied Shanghai in 1941, life grew harsher by the day. In 1943, Jewish refugees, now labeled stateless, were forced into a single square mile in the Hongkew district. Overcrowding, hunger, disease. And yet, amid the suffering, a community refused to disappear. Schools reopened, music was played, newspapers were printed. They called it Little Vienna. The refugees lived alongside poor Chinese families who were also suffering under occupation. Survivors remember something extraordinary. There was no anti-Semitism. In a world defined by hatred, simple human dignity became a lifeline. But this story is not only about a city, it is about choices, and about two men who chose humanity when obedience would have been easier. In Vienna, as Jewish lives collapsed overnight, one Chinese diplomat refused to look away, Ho Fang-shan. Against direct orders from his superior, he issued visas, thousands of them. In just 6 months, more than 2,000 visas, many naming Shanghai as a destination. They were called visas for life. He didn't stop at his desk. He carried visas to homes, to families under house arrest. For his defiance, he was punished, downgraded, silenced. He died under anonymity in San Francisco, never knowing that history would one day honor him. In 2000, Yad Vashem recognized Ho Fang-shan as righteous among the nations. At the same time, in Lithuania, another diplomat faced the same test, Kyun Sugihara. Tokyo said no, again and again. Sugihara said yes. For 29 days, he and his wife Yukiko hand-wrote visas, 18 to 20 hours a day until their hands ached. When ordered to leave, he kept signing. From a moving train, he threw visas onto the platform, paper fluttering like hope itself. Those visas carried thousands across continents and ultimately to Shanghai. Sugihara paid a heavy price, dismissed from the foreign ministry, reduced to odd jobs, forgotten, but not by those he saved. In 1984, he was recognized as righteous among the nations, the only Japanese citizen ever to receive the honor. Today, tens of thousands of people are alive because he chose integrity over command. When the war ended in 1945, the refugees left Shanghai to America, Israel, Australia, Canada. But their story remains. It lives on at the Shanghai Jewish Refugees Museum on the site of the former Ohel Moshe Synagogue. And it lives on in generations who exist because two men said no to hatred, yes to life. In an age of darkness, their courage proved a single truth. One signature, one decision, one act of humanity can change the fate of the world.